Kobe Bryant's rookie season came to an abrupt and disappointing halt as his own shot attempt missed everything.
With it. You've got a chance if he gets close to foul. Bryant for the tie. Another air ball.
The airball episode in the final game of his rookie season invited ridicule and fueled the belief that perhaps he should have pursued a college career instead of jumping straight to the NBA out of high school. These missed shots marked the onset of numerous public setbacks across his illustrious 20-year NBA journey, yet his response to adversity remained consistent, both in his early years and as he matured. Undeterred by the surrounding narratives, Kobe embarked on a path of self-improvement, transitioning from a high school senior at Lower Merion High School, where he typically towered over his opponents, to a rookie in the NBA competing against seasoned professionals. Kobe's game was rapidly evolving. His commitment to conditioning intensified during the subsequent offseason in anticipation of the rigorous demands of professional basketball. Let's look at the second year of Kobe Bryant's NBA career, where he became the youngest All-Star in NBA history. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you. Building upon his strengthened physique, Kobe entered the 1997-98 season prepared to shoulder a heavier workload. Lakers head coach Dale Harris entrusted him with the role of a six-man, requiring him to provide support for both Eddie Jones and newly acquired free agent Rick Fox. Eager for increased playing time after feeling constrained during his rookie year, Kobe understood the importance of proving himself capable of handling the added responsibility and physical toll. A pivotal moment came during a preseason matchup against the Washington Wizards in Las Vegas, when the Lakers found themselves in a stagnant end-of-quarter situation. Isolated against Jimmy Oliver near midcourt, Kobe showcased his growing skills with a right-to-left crossover that left Oliver grasping at air. Despite the presence of Ben Wallace, a future four-time Defensive Player of the Year, who attempted to draw a charge, Kobe rose above him with authority, delivering a thunderous dunk that left a lasting impression. From the wiry teenager navigating through tight defenses during his rookie season, Kobe had transformed into a player capable of absorbing contact and imposing his will on his opponents. Throughout Kobe's rookie season, the Lakers predominantly utilized large lineups, even by the standards of that era. They often deployed both Shaquille O'Neal and Eldon Campbell in the starting lineup, accompanied by Jerome Kersey, Robert Horry, or occasionally Corey Blount at the small forward position. While this strategy enabled them to overpower opponents with their size, it also restricted driving lanes for perimeter players. In the subsequent season, Coach Harris made adjustments to the starting lineup by replacing Campbell with Horry, while Fox secured the starting small forward position. Both Robert Horry and Rick Fox command respect on the perimeter, resulting in a significant improvement in the team's spacing. The 1997-98 Lakers resembled a modern NBA team, featuring four shooters surrounding the league's most dominant big man, and consequently elevating to second in offensive rating after ranking just 9th in the previous season. This alteration in the team's rotation and roster configuration greatly benefited the Lakers' guards, with increased space to maneuver and Shaq's gravitational pull diverting defensive attention. The guards flourished. In this specific play, for example, Horry sets a screen as Tim Duncan attempts to contain Kobe in drop coverage. With an inside-out, right-to-left crossover, Kobe evades Duncan, prompting David Robinson to provide help defense on O'Neal, allowing Kobe to dish it off to the big man for a powerful dunk. With the 97-98 Lakers, there existed unprecedented freedom to maneuver on the court. However, it was still the late 1990s, and the significance of the three-point shot had not yet been fully realized. The ability to execute fadeaway mid-range jumpers was highly esteemed as the epitome of a wing player's skill set, a legacy of course attributed to Michael Jordan. The congestion in the paint often dictated the necessity for such shots. In these scenarios, Bryant began to exploit his most notable physical advantage over other ball handlers, his size. Under Harris's guidance, the team employed a flex motion style offense that required Kobe to navigate through screens more frequently than he would in later years under Phil Jackson's coaching. In this particular play, Kobe initiates by setting a back screen before swiftly maneuvering to create separation with a decisive front turn, positioning himself deep in the post against Jaren Jackson. With a signature shoulder fake towards the baseline, Kobe adeptly navigates Corey Alexander's double team before confidently sinking the fadeaway shot. He had honed this skill to the point where he could consistently score over defenders, not only near the rim, but also from the mid-post area. Before the All-Star break, Kobe averaged 17.9 points in just 26.7 minutes, benefiting from improved spacing on the court and his own physical development. He demonstrated efficiency as well, boasting a 56.5 true shooting percentage in a league where the average player shot 52.4%. Lakers fans enthusiastically voted him into the starting lineup for the All-Star game held in New York, where he would join Shaq, Nick Van Exel, and Eddie Jones in the midseason festivities. At the age of 19 years and 170 days, Bryant became the youngest All-Star starter in NBA history, showcasing his youthful exuberance at Madison Square Garden. He led the Western Conference team with 18 points, exhibiting boundless energy, racing up the court alongside fellow high school to pro standout Kevin Garnett, symbolizing the bright future of the game.
As we come back, Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field, reverse slam. He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett, back to Kobe.
But Kobe's momentum began to wane after the All-Star break. Having already accumulated more minutes than his entire rookie season, the strain on his strengthened legs became increasingly evident. The contested fadeaway shots that he had been converting with ease early in the season were now falling short, prompting increased criticism of his shot selection. This marked the onset of numerous philosophical disagreements between Kobe and his coaches regarding his decision-making on the court. When similar issues had arisen during his rookie season, the remedy was straightforward. Coach Harris could simply bench him when his play strayed too far from the team's offensive strategy. However, with Kobe now indispensable to the team's success, Harris faced the challenge of effectively communicating with him to address these concerns. Kobe's questionable shot attempts not only irked his teammates, but also offered the public the initial insights into the dynamic between him and Shaq, a relationship that would shape the Lakers' fortunes for several seasons to come. While Bryant's offensive decisions became increasingly frustrating, his defensive prowess continued to evolve. He utilized his size to overwhelm smaller guards, and outmaneuvered larger wings with his speed, frequently disrupting plays by swiping at the ball. His defensive presence extended beyond individual matchups as he actively patrolled the weak side, seamlessly transitioning from defense to offense. Teaming up with Fox and Jones, Bryant formed one of the most formidable defensive trios in the NBA. However, Kobe's fervent defensive approach also had its drawbacks. His eagerness often left him vulnerable to jab steps and shot fakes, as he tended to react impulsively to them, leading to compromised positioning. In this play, for example, Jordan employs a swift pump fake before executing a drive to the basket, displaying the finesse for which he was renowned. Bryant, of course, falls for the fake, handing Jordan great position, which he capitalizes on, effortlessly converting a left-hand layup. Jordan frequently exploited Kobe's relative inexperience in their early matchups, showcasing his mastery with moves like this step-through maneuver during the All-Star game. But Kobe wasn't the sole Laker struggling as the season drew to a close. Nick Van Exel's persistent knee problems hampered his performance, resulting in him losing the starting point guard position to Derek Fisher just 6 weeks after his sole All-Star appearance. This adjustment proved pivotal for the Lakers' defense and elevated Jones as the clear second option among the starters. Consequently, the Lakers surged to a 26-7 record for the remainder of the season, concluding with an impressive 61-21 overall record. The Lakers maintained their momentum through the initial playoff rounds, securing a 3-1 victory over the Portland Trailblazers and a 5-game win against the Seattle Supersonics. However, Kobe's role diminished along the way due to injuries, causing him to miss 2 games in the second round series and limiting his playing time to just 30 minutes across the other 3 games. As they faced the Utah Jazz in the Western Conference Finals rematch, Kobe's form was a far cry from the dazzling performance he had delivered at Madison Square Garden just 3 months earlier. Although Kobe started Game 1 with promise, scoring 13 points in 14 minutes during the first half, his teammates struggled, shooting a dismal 5 for 29 collectively in the first 2 quarters, allowing the Jazz to seize a commanding 26-point lead by halftime. The Lakers continued to falter, resulting in a decisive 115-77 victory for the Jazz, setting the tone for the remainder of the series. As the Lakers fell, the Jazz dominance persisted, and Kobe's performance grew increasingly inconsistent as the series progressed. This reached its climax with a Game 4 defeat in Los Angeles, sealing the sweep and sending the Lakers home at the hands of Utah for the second consecutive season. Kobe Bryant experienced a glimpse of stardom at the start of the 97-98 season, but struggled to maintain it. His narrow focus and individualistic approach alienated coaches and teammates who urged him to embrace a broader team concept. This marked the end of his adolescence, both personally and professionally, as he confronted the looming expectations of adulthood in the NBA. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure to check out part 1, where we covered Kobe Bryant's entire rookie season. Thanks for watching Sports Pantheon.